Hi everyone, welcome to wait, start it again. Shoot. Hello everyone, welcome back to Tell Me More. Tell Me More was created to help millennials be able to figure it out together on how to balance work and life. Today I have my cousin, Antavia, and as you might already know, my name is Deshawna Grimsley. So Antavia is someone I really wanted to bring onto the show because I have always admired her work ethic. I love how she not only balances a job, but also a business and being an amazing mom. So thank you so much for joining me. No problem. So I'm going to preface right now, we have some kitties around us, so if you hear a little bit of noise, it is the babies. So I'm just going to put it out there right now. So Antavia currently works for the U.S. Department of Commerce, Minority Business Development Agency, or in short, MBDA.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Okay, handles. They are up to date, okay? So she is also a Master Sergeant in the Army Reserve and has a business called Chic DC, which is a travel and event agency.
Yes.
A girl boss. So I like to really start this show off with asking, just some general questions about our guests for the week. So the first question I would like to ask you is, how did you get into your position, and is this what you envision yourself doing?
So originally it's not what I envisioned myself doing. I worked in finance for quite a few years. And then about 5 years or so ago, I got laid off from my job as a financial analyst with a company out here. Yes. With a company out here in DC, but little did I know that it was actually a blessing in disguise, because 4 months after I got laid off from that job, I got picked up by the U.S. Department of Commerce, and now I'm actually doing something that I really wanted to do. Yes. So I'm working with minority business owners. I'm helping out people that look like me, that think like me, that are, girl bosses, boy bosses, helping them achieve their dreams. I do a lot around planning a lot of our events and our and education for these businesses. So teaching them on things about, gaining access to like capital and expanding into new markets, how to get federal contracts. And I never thought that this would be something I would be doing, but I'm so happy that I'm here. I love it. I enjoy it. When I got laid off from my job as financial analyst at first, for the first month, I didn't even know what to do. And then I said, one thing I did know was that I never want to, not that I never want to, but I don't want to do financial analyst work again. And nothing against anybody that does it.
Oh, I understand.
But it wasn't, I realized that after doing it for so many years, this isn't really what I want to do. Like, I'm not waking up in the morning excited to go to work. And I like working with people, like interacting with people. And when you're doing a job like that, you're not. You're stuck behind a computer, you're crunching numbers. So I said, you know what? I'm about to tailor this resume, emphasize, hey, I plan family functions. We always have parties at my house.
Okay, always a lit party.
Let me turn that into, I was a project manager. I was this and that. So I worked on my resume, and I turned my resume into something that looked like what I wanted to do. And that really helped me get to where I am now.
That's inspirational, because I know there are a lot of people who are in jobs right now and they're not happy.
Right.
And from what I'm gathering is the first step is really tailoring that resume to what you want to do in the future.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we do and we don't really know that those same the same talents that we use to do those things can be applied to actual real jobs.
Yeah.
So it's all about tailoring your resume to fit what it is that you want to do. Because I'm pretty sure if you have a passion for doing something, then you've probably been doing little things to lead up to that during your life that you probably just didn't realize that I should be putting this on my resume.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And benefiting from it. So I do have a question, because as an employee with your company, it sounds like you are into developing people's businesses. So if I wanted to reach out to you or reach out to the corporation, how could I do that?
So MBDA is a really great resource for minority businesses that are looking to grow and pretty much scale up. We don't really work with new businesses, but once you're an established business or so, then we're able to help you expand even more. Like I said, help you scale up. So if you're trying to break into getting federal contracts, especially if you're a minority-owned, woman-owned business, I mean, there's so many ways that we can help you get into federal contracting. We could link you with alternate sources of like capital and finance and all that stuff. The first thing I would tell someone is, again, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Okay, heard you, sis.
But I say that because I help manage our social media accounts, so I got to plug that. But what you can do is also sign up for our newsletter, because what that does is if we give you information that can help any business, whether you're thinking about it all the way up to where you're a multi-million-dollar business. I mean, we're constantly sending out emails and news blasts about how to get more information about this, how to get more information about that. We're constantly doing events across the nation. So I definitely would advise, if you're a business owner, to definitely sign up for our newsletter. You can go to our website, mbda.gov, and sign up.
Okay, thank you so much, because I know that there are a lot of followers or viewers who would want that information. So guys, actually, I'm so sorry, because right now I'm definitely gonna first make sure that you come into our next season, because our next season is gonna focus on businesses. But I'm gonna bring us back on track. I'm sorry, y'all. So, what is the day-to-day life as a working mom? Because right now we have the kitties. I don't know if y'all can hear.
You might hear my daughter in the background. She sounds like she's about to start crying.
Yeah.
Samara, you want to come here for a second? What's the matter? Okay, she's good. So, so my day to day is, I get up in the morning. I gotta make sure that. Hi, Damaris. This is my oldest daughter. Thank you. Goodbye. Go. So I get up in the morning. I have to wake up. Make sure that my stuff is straight. I get my kids ready from school. I live in Woodbridge, so it's about 35 minutes outside of DC. So after I get the kids ready for school, then I gotta get on my commuter bus, then I gotta go to work, and then I work all day doing all that I gotta do. And even throughout my day, I'm doing a lot of things for MBDA. I'm doing things for the Army Reserve. I'm doing things for me,
Yeah.
And then I come home at the end of the day, and then it's like, a lot of people, once they get off work, they come home, they have the privilege to just relax. With me, no, it's not like that. I come home, I got to pick the kids up from school from 2 different places. Then it's got to do dinner, homework, bed. And then at the end of the day, once the kids are in bed, then that's when I really have to find the time to dedicate to my business.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't trade it for anything, don't get me wrong, but it is all about balancing and prioritizing and realizing, what you need to do. Some days I can't dedicate to my business like I want to, because I got to dedicate it to my house. But then there's other times when, like on a Saturday, my kids want to do this, and that. And I'm like, you know what? Well, today I really need to take some time and stay home and do some things, and I got to work. So I have to be able to tell them that. And unfortunately, they understand that. So it's definitely, you really have to prioritize. So.
Yes, and I know right now I'm not a working mom, but I know that I have.
You will be one day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I have a great person that I can look up to again and ask questions.
Well, thank you.
No problem. So, really quickly, there's like this bonus question I like to ask people at the end of the interview. First of all, you have been so amazing, so I will be asking you to come back again. Number one. Number two, no problem. Number two, if you were to walk outside and find a $1 million check, and I mean it's already signed, you can cash it, would you A, quit your job, or would you B, keep your job and do whatever with the check?
Honestly, I would keep my job.
Okay.
I would keep my job, but there's so much I would invest in with this $100 million again.
Yes, honey.
It's so much. And
a business.
The only reason why I would keep my job is because I really, really love what I do.
Yeah.
And no matter what, people say, federal government is the swamp, and you got all these bureaucracies, whatever whatever people may say. I do love what I do, so I do love working with people. And like, I already got time in, so I'm trying to finish my time out with them. So that's why I reap the benefits. So I want to continue doing that, but I would definitely invest in my travel and events business, Chic DC.
Yeah.
But then there's also other businesses that I would love to invest in. I'm looking to go into like a delivery service businesses, and what I want to do is be able to put my kids, leave something for my children to have. So that when, exactly. So when they get older, you know what, they already got businesses that they can fall into if they so choose to. I would never force them, but at least it's there for them. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and step in my mom's footsteps and finish out this business.
You better go off.
So I would use that money to invest in myself, my businesses, my kids, and then I will also give back. I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey. Hey, Brick City.
Jersey.
So I'll never forget where I came from, even though I live in the DC area now. So another thing that I would do too, it would be to invest in those communities back home, Newark, Hillside. Like that's home. That's where my dad is from, my grandmother, my family. Like, that's home. So I would definitely be investing and giving back because there's some people who haven't had the opportunity to make it out or do the things that we've had the opportunity to do. So yeah.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
think, first
you.
of all, that's beautiful. And you have just inspired me. I want to take a second to just say thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
For joining us. And guys, she will be back again if you want to know more
will.
about
Thank
her
you.
work life, her business. I'm sure you'll have so much more in store to give to us. And so
Yes.
I really appreciate you so much. Oh, yes. Okay, y'all. So tune in for our next show. Thank you so much. And Samara Damaris, y'all want to say bye before we go? Come on, y'all. Come on. We only got a few minutes. Oh, girl.
Now she was crying the whole time. Now
She
she's
wants to
scared.
be YouTuber, y'all. Bye. Yes.
Okay, pause it.